Today's tip of the day is going to continue on flies. And in this tip, I want to teach you guys a few tricks that'll help you really perfect your form when doing flies. I'm actually sitting here in a power rack. As you see, I have a flat bench sitting here in the middle of the power rack. And what I have are the safety guides here set up at the lowest position. Now you want to set your safety bar just below the height of the bench, either parallel with the bench or slightly lower. And these are going to serve as guides for your arms in the bottom position of the fly. So now a trick you can do in the power rack is to, like I said, have the safety bar set just below the height of the flat bench. Now what that'll do is allow you to better practice your form, and it'll be sort of a guideline so that you know when you've reached the bottom position without going too low. You don't want to go too low and compromise your shoulder joint, which can lead to a shoulder injury, but you want to maximize the amount of stretch that you get on the pecs and the range of motion. That's going to help to utilize more of the outer pec muscle fibers, and I'll also show you how to better utilize the inner pec fibers with dumbbell flies as well. So start with a pair of ridiculously light dumbbells. I've got 20 pounders here. I mean, it's too light for me, but that's the point of this demonstration. This isn't for expert lifters to use. These are for mainly beginners and for those who need help with their form. You may not be a beginner, but if your form isn't great on flies, then you need to start with very light weight. So you're going to lie back on the bench and get in position as you normally would to do flies. And then you're going to bring your arms down, like I said, maintain just a slight bend in the elbows until your forearms hit the safety bar. Now, from here, you don't want to just let your arms rest on the bar, but you want to get a good stretch for just a second, and then focus on using those pecs to squeeze the dumbbells back together. What you'll find is that the safety bars not only form a great guide for you so that you know, okay, I've hit the bottom position, come back up, but you'll find that being able to stop there with the dumbbells without having to support that weight allows you to then focus on using your pecs to really draw the dumbbells together. Now another trick you want to do is don't grab the dumbbells, don't really squeeze the dumbbells. You want to sort of hold them with a light, very light grip. You don't want to squeeze them, you sort of just want them to float in your hand. And I'll demonstrate this here without even holding on to the dumbbells. But you sort of want them to just sit there, right there, supported by the thumb as you come down, and just let them shift. See, I'm not even squeezing the dumbbells. I come down, bottom position, and now back up. And because I'm not squeezing the dumbbells, I really have to focus on using my pecs to draw my upper arms together. That's really what I'm focusing on, is bringing those elbows together. Even though we're touching the dumbbells at the top, it's really about the pecs attach to the upper arm. They attach here to the humerus. They attach on the upper arm bone. That's what they're moving. You're just holding the dumbbells in your hands, which are past the elbow joint. You're going to be focusing on moving the upper arm. So a great way to use more chest, particularly the inner pecs, when you're doing dumbbell flies, is to focus on really bringing the elbows together. So I'm really focusing on moving the upper arms. The dumbbells are just the resistance that you're using. But if you do this properly with the weights just sort of floating in your hands, you'll see that it really helps you to focus on using your pecs to lift the weights and bringing them together. And that's what I was saying the other day, that any expert who's telling you that flies don't work the pecs just really doesn't know how to utilize their pecs during the fly. Yeah, if you squeeze onto the dumbbells and really focus on bringing the dumbbells together, you're going to use your more arm muscle, more shoulders. you're not going to be using the pecs. However, when you do it properly, the way that the flies are supposed to be done, and I hope these little tips help you guys perfect your form. And another nice thing about using the power rack here with the safety bars is this is great for injuries. If you find that when you come all the way down on a fly, it hurts your shoulder too much, well, you can shorten your range of motion so you don't come down as much. And that way with the safety bars, you don't have to worry about stopping the weight, and which sometimes you wouldn't be able to do, and then that might compromise your injury, that shoulder joint, and re-injure that area or worsen the injury. And then what you can do is slowly lower the bars as your shoulder gets better, and you can increase your range of motion on fly. So give that a try. We'll say if somebody wants to squat or do some presses in the power rack, let them have the power rack. This is a little trick to use when the gym is dead, okay? Don't tell anyone Jim Stoppani told you to do this in the power rack. This is a little trick that you can try when the gym is dead, or like me, you have your own power rack that you can use anytime you want, any way you want. But anyway, try that. Let me know how you guys are liking it. Hit me up with any questions at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, guys, stay Gym Army strong.